In the bustling world of trading, where fortunes could be made or lost in the blink of an eye, there was a trader named Alex. For years, Alex had navigated the volatile waters of the stock market, riding the waves of euphoric highs and gut-wrenching lows. Yet, despite a string of successful trades, there remained a persistent frustration that haunted Alex. The tendency to hold on to winning trades for too long, only to watch profits evaporate or worse, turn into losses. It was during one particularly tumultuous trading week that Alex found the tipping point. Having entered a promising trade on a tech stock, the initial surge in price had filled Alex with excitement. The stock soared, and with it, Alex's hopes for a substantial profit. Yet as days passed, the euphoria began to wane. The stock reached a peak, but instead of exiting with a satisfied grin, Alex clung to the position, convinced that the price would keep climbing. It didn't. The stock began to falter, the once promising gains dwindling with each passing moment. By the time Alex finally pulled the trigger to sell, the profits had vanished, leaving only the bitter taste of regret. That experience was a wake-up call. In the aftermath, Alex realized that the key to successful trading was not just about entering at the right moment, but knowing when to exit. A trader's journey is fraught with emotional pitfalls, and it was clear that decisions driven by fear or greed often led to disastrous outcomes. It was time to shift the focus from emotions to smart exit signals. Alex began to study the market more closely, developing an eye for critical indicators that could signal when to take profits. Lower trading volume became a red flag. If the stock was losing momentum, it was time to reconsider. Sideways price action, once seen as a sign of indecision, transformed into a cautionary signal. Reversal patterns like doji or shooting star candles became vital tools in Alex's arsenal. The moment prices stopped making new highs, coupled with an overbought reading on the Relative Strength Index, RSI, was a clear signal. It was time to take profits. With these insights, Alex began to devise a new strategy, one that emphasized managing trades rather than merely riding the waves of market sentiment. The first step in this newfound approach was to split take profits into 3 parts. The first part involved securing early profits. Taking a portion of the gains off the table provided a safety net and reduced the emotional burden of the trade. The second part involved closing a portion of the position at the next resistance level. This way, Alex could capitalize on the upward momentum while still protecting against sudden downturns. The final part was to allow the remaining shares to ride the trend if it continued upward, giving the trade room to breathe while still being mindful of potential reversals. This strategy not only helped mitigate risk, but also illustrated a fundamental principle of trading. Never go all in at the entry or all out at the exit. Each decision became a calculated step rather than an emotional leap, and with every successful exit, Alex felt a growing sense of control and confidence. However, the journey was not without its challenges. As Alex implemented these strategies, it became apparent that discipline was the linchpin for success. The trader reflected on past struggles with the fear of missing out, FOMO, a powerful emotion that had led to ignoring exit signals in the hope of squeezing out just a little more profit. The allure of a soaring stock price often clouded judgment, leading to missed opportunities and painful losses. In recognizing this pattern, Alex understood that a solid set of rules was essential. Trading psychology became a focal point of this journey. It was no longer enough to rely on technical indicators alone. Maintaining discipline was crucial. The temptation to chase profits or hold on to a trade for too long had to be countered with a steadfast adherence to the newly established rules. Every day in front of the screen became a lesson in patience and restraint. Alex learned to step back, breathe, and assess the situation objectively. When the market danced enticingly, the urge to dive back in would bubble up, but Alex would remind themselves of the lessons learned from past mistakes. The realization dawned that it was not the market that dictated emotions, but rather the trader's own decisions and strategies. As the weeks rolled on, the results were undeniable. With a newfound clarity and adherence to the three-part exit strategy, Alex began to exit trades with over 80% accuracy. Each successful trade reinforced the importance of discipline and strategy, transforming the trading experience from a roller coaster of emotions into a calculated endeavor. The journey had not only been about profits, but also about personal growth. Alex discovered that trading was as much about mastering oneself as it was about mastering the market. The thrill of a winning trade was no longer overshadowed by the fear of losing it all. Instead, there was a sense of empowerment that came from following a well-defined plan. In conclusion, Alex's journey serves as a beacon for aspiring traders navigating the unpredictable seas of the market. It is a reminder that while the allure of profits can be intoxicating, true success lies in the ability to exit trades wisely, grounded in strategy rather than emotion. The call to action is clear. Let not the market dictate your emotions, but rather cultivate a disciplined approach that embraces smart exit signals and a well-structured trading strategy. In doing so, the path to success becomes not just a dream but a tangible reality, within reach for those willing to learn and adapt. If this helped you, smash the like button, and make sure to subscribe for more smart crypto strategies and real investor stories.